A coordinated regime decapitation strike has detonated a regional firestorm. Within hours of Iran confirming the death of its supreme leader, U.S. embassies and consulates across multiple countries came under direct assault, plunging American diplomatic missions into their most dangerous crisis in years. From South Asia to the Middle East, the backlash was immediate, violent, and increasingly organized, and raising alarms that what Washington and Jerusalem hailed as a decisive blow may already be spiraling into a wider and far more costly conflict. U.S. embassies and consulates have come under sustained attack in multiple countries following the confirmed killing of Iran's supreme leader, Ali Khamenei, in joint U.S.-Israeli strikes. The assassination has triggered widespread unrest, placing American diplomatic facilities on maximum alert and exposing them to coordinated assaults by hostile crowds and armed elements. In Pakistan, a large mob targeted the U.S. consulate in Karachi on March 1st. Protesters accused Washington of orchestrating a U.S.-Israeli war against Iran. Video footage showed riot police clashing with demonstrators as crowds surged toward the compound, hurling stones while security forces deployed tear gas to prevent a breach. Additional videos appeared to show intruders damaging doors and windows inside the consulate grounds, with sections of the structure reportedly set on fire as flames and smoke rose from the compound. Iran's embassy in Pakistan later issued a sharply worded statement condemning the United States for what it called a cowardly and barbaric act of terror. If you want real-time updates, strategic analysis, and clear breakdowns of this rapidly escalating conflict, subscribe now. We track developments as they unfold, on the ground, in the air, and behind closed doors, so you don't miss the moves that could reshape the Middle East and global security. Unrest also spread to Iraq, where pro-Iranian factions mobilized supporters across several cities. In Baghdad, demonstrators attempted to storm the fortified green zone housing the U.S. Embassy, clashing with security forces who used tear gas to prevent a breach of the outer perimeter. On March 1st, Iranian authorities formally confirmed Khamenei's death, declared national days of mourning, and issued explicit threats of retaliation. The United States and Israel had launched coordinated strikes on February 28th after weeks of military escalation, targeting Iran's senior leadership and key military infrastructure. U.S. President Donald Trump and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu framed the operation as a necessary step to halt Iran's nuclear weapons ambitions. In response, senior Iranian officials warned that retaliation would be severe and unprecedented, announcing the formation of a leadership council and declaring that Iran had so far employed only a fraction of its military capabilities. Hours later, Iran launched waves of missiles and drones at Israeli territory, U.S. bases, and allied positions across the Middle East, marking a decisive escalation. Diplomatic missions are now frontline targets, regional deterrence is fraying, and the risk of a broader war is rising by the hour. More updates, strategic analysis, and clear breakdowns of this rapidly escalating conflict. Subscribe now.